Hey guys, what up? I know this has kind of been a long-awaited deck profile here, but we did 2 days of testing with this deck some more, and have had some actually pretty good success with it as far as the testing goes, right? We've figured out a lot of stuff with this deck, and you may have seen the most recent success that it's had with Fiendsmith Engine. This is going to be pure, and no, we're not playing Raw the Immortal Phoenix. I just wanted to show off that we got the CR this weekend. So pretty nice. So this isn't going to be a profile of what I was playing. This is going to be more of what I will be playing in the near future, because I did figure out the same things that guy did well at the regional at. Not just well, but he won, right? So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. And if you haven't checked out the website, please give that a look, and as well as my deck profiles and webpage. So we got merch on there. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks. So first off, we are obviously starting out with 3 Man with the Mark. Pretty standard guy, right? You don't want to really change too much up with him. 3 of, he's like your engine piece, right? So, and then we are taking 3 of your Anubis, the Last Judge. Sorry about the lighting, it's a little weird. 3 of Anubis, the Last Judge. This is how you get to your Man with the Mark. And then 1 of Merciless Scorpion of Serket. He is an extender, not really necessarily a brick, but in this build, in this pure build, you only really still want to play him at 1 because he doesn't start anything. He's fine at 2 if you really want him to play at 2, but and then that's it for like the monsters in the engine, obviously. So we're playing the 1 OG Temple of the Kings and 3 of the treasures. So kind of like the Suedo Temple of the Kings, right? Also pretty good. Like the guidance in the video, but essentially you get to Mark gets you to treasures gets you to him, he gets you to that. So a lot of really easy lines to bridge everything into. So we are also playing, so we decided to play this at locals, actually, so this was still in the deck list this past weekend, but the 1 Apophis the Serpent, I actually don't think you need to play more than 1. I think 1's perfect, but we are playing 3 of the Swamp Deity. I think this is correct in the pure version because you're going to end up wanting to have another layer of interruption, especially if you get hand trapped and you can't combo. So Apophis is still great though at 1 because you don't want to see it. You search it off your combo anyways, and it just feels like an extra search that you kind of wasted. So I think 1 and 3 is a really good ratio for pure. I don't think that needs to change. And because you are still playing that package, you do play the 1 embodiment of Apophis. And then I play these 2. I think this is still good to play. Like, it's still an insane card, right? And then Verdict, because I do play the Heavenly Prison package. You can't really see it. I play the Heavenly Prison package, so I think this is good to main deck if you play this. If you don't play this, I would just, obviously use these 2 spots for like a hand trap or something. But yeah, I took those out. And then just to help see your field spell more, I am playing the Terraforming. I am playing 1 Called By, as well as a Tactics. Let's see if you can see the Pharaoh's Rare. I was able to pick up a Pharaoh's Rare Tactics, which is like really pretty, right? Oh, there we go. Now we can see it. Yeah, so this is like, I don't know, just inherently really good cards. You'll see why I'm only playing the 1 Tactics in the main, though, soon enough. So yeah, that's kind of like the main engine, if you will, is this section. But coming up here, I'll show you guys all the non-engine stuff. And this is stuff that I mainly agree with. I don't know his name, but the guy who Pack was testing with in the Fiendsmith variant. A lot of the stuff should remain the same because it does struggle going second. So I am playing 2 Thrust in the main, which I think is imperative, along with 1 Ultimate Slayer. The 1 Ultimate Slayer is also really imperative that you play, I think, because it really helps going against Ryziel and just generic stuff going second. I like this ratio in the main because you don't have to start out with something to bait like a monster interaction. So like if they have Detonator and you have Thrust, it's fine if you thrust into this because then you're still permanently getting rid of it, and then you can hopefully set up some sort of extension after that. Granted, it is better to start out with Slayer, but I think going first Thrust also has its uses. Just, if they hand trap you, you get to set up an additional interruption. along with these three, we are also playing 3 Dominus Purge, and yes, these are QCRs. Shout out to Tristan. We picked these up yesterday. Yeah, so the three Dominus Purge, we are also playing. Just really, really good card. Doesn't turn on tactics. Very solid. And then the 3 Infinite Impermanence, also just generically very good card. And instead of Droll, we are playing Ghost Rabbit. I feel like Ghost Rabbit's just better, I think, right now than Droll. Like, Droll's fine for locking your opponent out from adding, but you still want to, like, have some sort of removal option going second in case you don't see your Slayer or this next card I'm about to show. So I think you just want all the removal options you can have in the deck, and I think Ogre is just really good for that. Next up, we are playing 3 evenly matched. Let's see if we can show off our shininess. Yeah, so 3 evenly matched. I actually really like this tech in the deck because I was thinking about it actually this weekend, and it makes a lot of sense to keep evenly in the main because of the spell trap thing, because you can always just set evenly, right? But also because it helps kind of even the odds going second. And speaking of even the odds going second, we are also playing 3 Book of Eclipse. Eclipse, I think, can be really good. And this is a 41 card list. Eclipse can be insane because going first and second, it has applications. And if you don't want them to like pop their own detonator, or you just want to bait it out, if you have like Eclipse evenly going second, that can be really good because you're forcing them to book things, and then they can't like detonator pop, so they have to choose to get rid of something, and then you can, you know, I don't know, make them keep it face down or get rid of it some other way for removal, right? But I think Eclipse is good going second or first and second. So if you wanted to like change it out and like go -3 +2 on the Slayer to like make it a 40, and then if you wanted to cut the thrust for something else, you technically could. There's different ways to build this deck, which is the fun part, right? And then we are playing the 1 Prosp. So this non-engine lineup seems to be really good. I haven't done like extensive testing with this lineup, but it seems to be very, very, very solid. So I would definitely run this layout if I were you. And it's affordable, right? You don't need the mulch armies to draw cards. You really don't need a ton. The thrust may be a little expensive, right? But like the purges as well. So you don't necessarily need the purges. These could easily be ashes. It's just an advantage that you can set more stuff. Yeah, like a lot of the stuff is really just easy to get. So yeah, that's the main deck at 41. Like I said, main deck is very solid. And in this build, we also are not choosing to play Small World for the consistency or Extrav because I felt like you don't need that necessarily. It plays in a draw a little harder, and Extrav's nice to get the extra draw too. Don't get me wrong, but you don't need it, honestly. Like if you have what you need in the deck is help going second, right? So you need board breakers. I figured out going first, no problem. Like the deck, if you have an extender or like 2 cards, you can extend past things and trade really well with your opponent. But yeah, going second, it definitely needs the help. So next up, we're playing the 2 Link Spider. Here, I'll get that out of your way. So the 2 Link Spider comes in handy, definitely. The 1 Silhouette Rabbit. Got my QCR from Abdul. Shout out to you, homie. The 1 IP Masquerena. The 1 SP Little Knight. And that's really kind of the main links we play for utility-wise for the engine. Next up, we're playing 3 of the Apophis, the Divine Serpent. In the pure version, I think this is necessary. I think in the Fiendsmith, you don't really play. You play 2 because you need the Fiendsmith bodies, right? The extra space for the Fiendsmith. So 3 is perfect in the pure. And then one of the other guy. I know you don't play this in Fiendsmith because you don't need it, but he's good, especially when I show you the guys aside. The Gallant Granite, because you need to play him when you're searching the rock. The 1 Typhon, the 1 Dugaris. Dugaris is funny. This is kind of a flex spot, but Dugaris is essentially there for like if I have Raw out and I want to like double the attack, or if I have Surcat out and I want to go for game, but I don't have enough with just Surcat and like 2 bodies, maybe something like that. And then the 3 cards targets for Ultimate Slayer, the Bucephalus, the Aggregator, and the Garura kind of cover a lot of stuff there. Don't really need more than that. So that is the main deck and the extra deck. Now for the side deck, we are playing 3 Lancia. 3 Lancia is really good. Obviously into Malice, and then 2 Ultimate Slayer because we're playing Thrust and 1 in the main, but we could always just throw more and assign once per turn, right? So I think the Ultimate Slayer is really good. Another thing really good, because we are playing Thrust, I think the ratios make sense just to play 1-1, just to improve like flexibility with breaking boards. And then we are playing 3 Pirellia. Like, I feel like this is good. You don't need to play Fulos, but I think Pirellia is still good to hit a bunch of things, especially going second. But yeah, some flex spot that I was thinking about was, instead of siding going first cards as flexibility, maybe like putting like Fulos in here as well, 3 Fulos, but not 100% on that quite yet. So the 3 kind of flexes on the side here. Soul Drain, really good, hits against Malice. If I can't, like, I can search this and set this, and it's instant win against any like graveyard reliant deck, like Fiendsmith Bestial or Fiendsmith Ryzeal. I think I'd go for this line as well, or like DDD if I know like cards necessarily don't activate in the grave, but they need to go to grave to use their abilities. This I probably will sub out for this, honestly, because like this kind of does the same thing. This is the Lingering Floodgate though, and this hits Malice, so I think that's just better. So that could be something else. And then defense. Defense is good because I don't want to, so here's the other 2, right? So these 2, kind of the sauce, right? We got Ancient Chant and our Ra. So like the idea is, with these 2, you can thrust into this, search this, normal summon effect. But I've been thinking a lot, and I kind of want to put back Dangers of the Divine instead of this, right? Because going second, you can board wipe, but I mean, there's just so many better cards going second, right? So I don't know. You can search the Dangers of the Divine with this, but this is good to getting the Art Fusion and Super Poly, and really helps OTKing, especially if they have a smaller body on their board. So yeah, like these 2 really great. Not going to take those out, but like I would like to find a Raw package that works. Since I'm already main decking like going second cards, this package along with this might honestly just be like a sub out Ogre if Ogre is not good in the matchup, and just like OTK. I don't know. It's like I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not amazing, but at the same time, like if I summon Raw, I get respect, right? So that's it for the deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're still including Raw and everything, just as one of our boys out here recommended. I don't want to get rid of Raw. Raw is like one of my favorite cards of all time, so I want to find a way to include it, especially in the side. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Appreciate all the love, and don't forget to check out the website and subscribe. Thanks.